question is how to gain weight for somebody that's underweight and looking to gain it.
What has been found by Soviet doctors like Dr. Buteyko and his colleagues when we tested Buteyko technique, we found that underweight people, for whatever reasons and conditions, it can be maybe even people due to alcoholism, liver cirrhosis, HIV, some other conditions, we lose weight because of the very low body oxygen test results due to chronic hyperventilation. So we breathe too heavy all the time, and that somehow reduces the ability of the digestive system, of the liver, pancreas, to digest food. And therefore, people start to lose weight. And as we found, the natural solution here is to slow down breathing. And when people start to slow down breathing, I had actually many students as well in my groups. It's much more common, of course, these days to meet people who are overweight. But I had students who are underweight. And what happens with these students is a very interesting effect when we practice breathing exercises. So when we do a session of breathing exercises, which may be 15, 20, 30 minutes long, people who are overweight, they commonly feel hot, warm after the session. And they don't want to eat. They stop eating, they start to lose weight naturally, which is great for them. But those people who are underweight, they experience totally opposite effect. Really interesting how it works with the human body, how like slowing down or normalization of breathing allows people to gain weight. So what happens with them, we feel cold and we feel hungry. And actually it's even as one of the warning or contraindications or like kind of emergency type of situations that when I, for example, teach groups of my students or in my books as well on the website, you can find this warning that for people with low weight or for people who may be having hypoglycemia problems with hypoglycemia, it can be really important to have a snack, maybe to drink juice, either before session or right after the briefing session, because otherwise this briefing session can cause some unpleasant negative effects, maybe even down to migraine due to hypoglycemia. And therefore, for them it's really important to have this snack. So there is again great effect here when we have briefing session. We improve the body oxygen test results by whatever, 5, maybe 7 seconds. It's really good result. And we feel hungry, and the liver and digestive organs have much better blood supply. That's central factor of breathing retraining. And of course, oxygen levels in these tissues would be also improved. And chemical reactions, in addition, are triggered due to breathing retraining. As a result, these people are able to gain weight naturally. They get hunger, in Russia, we actually tested about 40 people with hepatitis B and liver cirrhosis due to alcoholism. Alcoholism, unfortunately, very common problem in Russia. And what we discovered there is that these people with liver cirrhosis, they had, of course, abnormal results for the liver test, blood and liver enzyme test. But when we improve the body oxygen level up to about 35-40 seconds, and that's the medical norm, we found that the liver enzyme test became normal. So people who had problems with alcoholism were able to solve it. Additional techniques here are following. One of the easiest food to digest is raw honey, because raw honey does not require much digestive effort. And this is one of the techniques which can be used at the initial stage for people who are really underweight. Because many other products, for example, with fruits or ordinary or table sugar, are no good because people with this low body oxygen test results, in addition to having low body weight, they quite often suffer from various digestive problems which may be manifested with Candida albicans infection or yeast infection. And therefore, it's not safe for them to eat any type of sugars except very few ones, such as again raw honey, maybe xylitol and some others. So it has little laxative effect, raw honey and xylitol, but having that allows them at least to gain weight, to get maybe better sleep. Of course, sleep suffers. These people commonly suffer from very, very poor quality of sleep because hypoglycemia disturbs and does not allow them to have normal cycles of sleep. And low energy level, in addition to that, does not allow them to do physical exercise. It's kind of really complex really like hard complex of features that does not allow them to progress. And therefore, when we start to address in different directions by again, like for example, starting breathing retraining exercise at the level 1-2 hours per day, including maybe at the beginning honey, but later, and especially last 1 year, if possible, I would suggest them to use raw fat, and that could be salo, so-called, and popular in Ukraine, Poland, some other countries. Like it's like white fat from bacon when it's in raw state. It's probably one of the easiest to digest food. It can be even easier to digest than saturated fats such as coconut oil or butter, because of presence of enzymes, so presence of lipase, and so raw fat, raw salo has these enzymes, and that allows it to digest. And at the same time, any person can experiment and see what would be the easiest fat to digest. Of course, digestive enzymes can be used, like people can buy in pharmacies. They're a little expensive, but having digestive enzymes would allow to improve digestion. These are kind of more mainstream techniques because I started with breathing retraining. In addition to that, one of the very powerful techniques, not many people know about it, to use various types of spices. Actually, there are a lot of studies done, probably by now, maybe hundreds of studies, which found that using ordinary spices, they are able to increase production of enzymes in the stomach, production of pancreatic enzymes up to 2-3 times. And this is very good news because when we use spices together with any food, that allows them to have more dynamic digestion, better production of digestive enzymes. And in addition to that, there is a very strong synergetic effect of spices. So that means when we combine them together, even at the same meal, you can have 3, 4, 5, or even more different types of spices eaten together. The effects would be much stronger, not only for production of bile and enzymes of the digestive system, but in addition to suppression of pathogens, which people with, again, low body weight often have. So we can see here there is like kind of various techniques can be used, but since I'm like breathing teacher and trainer of practitioners as well, for me definitely using breathing retraining would be the most effective long-term solution, because other techniques you can use, but having breathing retrained and achieve like 40 or even 60 seconds for the body oxygen test allows not only to gain weight, to gain normal body weight, but in addition to have again great quality of sleep, a lot of energy, very clear focus, mind concentration, and just to function much better and more effectively in life.